At the beginning of the story, we see a jail located in Santiago, where thousands of dangerous criminals are imprisoned. This is the most secure prison in Santiago, because till today, no prisoner has been able to escape from this jail. And the reason for this is the warden of this jail. The warden is a very strict and ruthless person who, on making even a small mistake, beats the prisoners badly. And this is the reason that the prisoners of this jail do not even think about escaping from here, rather before making even a small mistake, they think 100 times. But now this fear of the warden was not going to last for many days. Because now in this jail, a very cunning person had entered, whose name is Leon. Leon is an architect who, by just looking at any building, can tell how many years old the building is and how this building has been designed. As soon as Leon enters the jail, planning to escape from here starts in his mind. Here we come to know that Leon is not alone, but along with him there are 4 more companions who want to escape from here. After some time, a jail officer makes all the prisoners stand in a line and tells them the rules of the jail and says that if anyone tries to break the rules, he will be killed. After this, all the prisoners are taken in a line towards their blocks. Here Leon runs and tries to catch cell number 50 because he has found out that for escaping from here, cell number 50 is the most perfect place. But when he opens the door of cell number 50, one man has already occupied cell number 50. Seeing this, Leon becomes very sad and unwillingly he goes to the cell next to cell number 50. There we see that Leon's other 4 companions have settled in the same cells which they had to occupy according to the plan. After some time, Leon's companions come into Leon's cell. Here Raphael says to Leon that you had to go to cell number 50, but this is cell number 51. Then Leon says that it was easy for you because your cell was on the ground floor below. That is why you people easily took control of your cells. But my cell is on the first floor, because of which I could not take control of my cell. Here their companion German says, so now what will we do? Then Raphael says, what is there to do? From tomorrow we will start planning to escape from here. After some time we see that here a prisoner comes with a guitar and this guitar man is also Leon's companion. In this jail, the prisoners were allowed to do the work they knew so that the prisoners as time could pass, like playing guitar, cooking food and making furniture items. The next day we see that Leon starts working on the plan to escape from here. He is observing every place of the jail very carefully. But when his eyes fall on the guards all around, then he realizes that escaping from here by jumping over the wall is very difficult. After this, while working on plan B, he starts measuring the length of the jail by walking on foot step by step. After measuring the length of the jail, he directly reaches his companions and tells them that we have to escape from here somehow. Then German said that you have gone mad. Escaping from here is impossible because on all sides there are high walls of the jail from which we can never jump and escape, and the guards are also keeping an eye on us from all sides. If they get even a little doubt on us, they will kill us. Then Leon says that by using steps I have measured the path till going outside the jail. From here we are standing only at a distance of 90 meters from the road outside the jail. Therefore, we do not have to escape from here by jumping over the wall. Rather we will make a tunnel under the ground here which will go from here to outside. Outside this jail there is a forest and if once we get out from here, then the guards will not be able to find us in the forest outside the jail and we will easily escape from here. But here the biggest question in their minds is that when they will make such a long tunnel, then the soil coming out of that tunnel where will they dump it? This question was troubling all 3 of them and Leon starts thinking about where to throw the soil coming out of the tunnel. Now when these 3 are making a plan about hiding the soil coming out of the tunnel, then a prisoner's eyes fall on them whose name is Bigot. He is a deceitful person who is in contact with the warden of this jail. And whenever he sees any prisoner trying to escape from the jail or breaking the rules, then Bigot secretly goes straight and complains to the guards, and now for quite some time he has been keeping an eye on Leon and his 2 companions. Seeing these 3 talking together for a long time, Bigot starts doubting them. Therefore he directly comes and meets them. Raphael, and says that for the past several days I have been watching you 3 and I know that you 3 are making a plan to escape from here. Therefore I also want to join your plan to escape from here. Here, seeing Bigot's face, Raphael notices something suspicious. Therefore Raphael says that there is nothing like that. We 3 were just talking and we have no plan to escape from here. The next day Leon, German and Raphael all 3 come to the cell. Raphael looks at one side of the wall and says that we will dig this wall and make a tunnel. But the problem was that if the digging work was started, then we cannot leave it open because every evening the guards come to check every cell, and if the guards see the tunnel, then we all will be caught. Then Leon says that we will break one part of this wall and make a fake block of the same kind so that in the evening when the guards come to check the cell, then we will put that fake block in the wall and hide the tunnel and will be saved from being caught by the guards. Now all this was fine, but the biggest question was that the soil coming out of the tunnel, what will they do? Then Leon calls his guitar-playing friend into the cell, and he takes out a big screw from his guitar and gives it to Leon. After that, Leon starts making a square hole in the ceiling. Because of this, a lot of noise was coming out. Now to avoid the noise, the guitar man starts playing guitar and singing, because of which no one can hear the noise inside the cell. And after some time of effort, Leon succeeds in making a hole in the ceiling. Now when Leon takes his head out through that hole and looks, he sees a big empty space on the roof. Seeing this, Leon becomes very happy because here more than 80 tons of soil could easily be stored. Now it was about to be evening, and soon the guards were going to come and start checking the cells. So Raphael gets scared and says that we must quickly close this hole. Then Leon says, "Quickly bring me eggs." Hearing this, Raphael gets angry and says that at this time this is what you are thinking of. Then Leon says, "You quickly bring the eggs and then watch my magic." Hearing this, Raphael goes to bring eggs. Leon, along with German, breaks the fallen debris from the ceiling further and turns it into soil. After some time, Raphael quickly brings the eggs. Then Leon puts the soil made from that debris into a bucket. Along with that, he also puts lime into that bucket and then mixes eggs into it. Meanwhile, their companion who was outside playing the guitar starts playing a different tune on his guitar, which is a warning of danger. That means the security guards are coming to check the cells. Then the people present inside the cell also hear that danger signal and understand that the guards are coming. Therefore, all these people start working even faster and they need that debris like dough and make a block from it, after which they fit that block into the hole and from below they put a poster on that place. After some time, the guards come inside their cell and those guards take Leon and his friends out of the cell. The guards properly check their cell. But inside they do not find anything. Then one guard sees the poster stuck on the ceiling. But as soon as the guard is about to remove that poster, he is called from outside by his officer. Hearing this, that guard leaves without removing that poster, and because of this all of them are saved. Now here, these people had spent 34 days in this jail, and they had to escape from this jail soon. Therefore, Leon and German climb up to the roof and make a hollow wooden box, and in that wooden box they fill white cement and place it on the roof. After a few days, their block gets ready. Now it was time to make the tunnel, after which they start the digging work. They start cutting the lowest part of the wall according to the already made block. But while digging, a lot of noise was coming. The sound of which is heard by some and the guards start moving towards their cell. But before the guards reach, their guitar-playing companion comes and tells them that some guards are coming towards their side. Hearing this, all of them get very scared because the part of the wall they had cut was smaller than the block they had made, in which it could not fit. Now when they do not see any other way, then they quickly gather the debris of the broken wall and at the place where they were making the tunnel, they carefully place things to hide that place and get busy in their respective work so that the guards do not suspect them. After some time, a guard comes inside their cell and that guard looks around their cell and checks whether they are planning to escape from here, but he does not see anything suspicious. Therefore, that guard leaves from there. As soon as the guard leaves, they increase the volume of the radio and again start the digging work. After many hours of hard work, finally they cut a perfect piece in the shape of the block and fix that white cement block there. Now the debris that comes out from the digging is filled by them into a bag, and that bag is taken to the upper cell, where they had earlier broken the ceiling of the cell and made a hole, and that hole they had hidden by making a small block by mixing eggs and debris. They remove that block and in the empty space above it, they start storing the soil. After placing the soil on the roof, they put the roof block back in place and cover it with white cement and again cover it with a photo. In the same way, every day their guitar-playing companion distracts people by playing the guitar. Along with that, he also keeps an eye on the police, and Leon and German dig the tunnel in the lower cell, and the soil that comes out of the tunnel, they take out that soil separately and start storing it in different ways on the roof of the upper cell. In this way, they make a routine of the whole day, and for many days their digging work continues very cleverly. But one prisoner whose name is Oscar starts suspecting them because for the past many days he has been watching them was doing. He sees that these people every day follow the same pattern and go from the lower cell to the upper cell. Along with that, they always go up carrying a bag or a bucket in their hands. Seeing all this, Oscar starts doubting them. He does not say anything to anyone, he just quietly keeps watching them. Now here, these people had spent 70 days in this jail, and when Leon measures the tunnel, he finds out that in 70 days they have made only 5 meters of tunnel. Seeing this, Leon becomes very disappointed, and he understands that the 5 of them will never be able to complete this tunnel in this way. Therefore, he tells his companions that to complete this tunnel they will need more people. And if the 5 of them keep removing soil at this same speed, then it will take them 5 years to complete this tunnel. Therefore, they will have to dig the tunnel faster. Meanwhile, their companion German was taking a bag full of soil upstairs when a policeman stops him and asks German what is in this bag. Then German says that nothing special, just some things of my need. Hearing this, that policeman says to German, "Okay, now open the bag and show it." Hearing this, German gets nervous and he feels that today all of them will be caught. But when German opens his bag, then inside it there is nothing was kept. Actually, German had already hidden the soil at the bottom of the bag and had kept items on top. But the guard suspects German. So that guard says to German, "Come to my checking room." Then German cleverly sits down and, with his companion Leon, swaps it with another similar bag and goes behind the guard to the checking room. In the checking room, when that guard thoroughly checks German's bag, he finds nothing inside except items, after which the guard lets German go. Now all these prisoners had spent 86 days in the jail, and now they did not want to stay here any longer. Therefore, Leon and his companions quickly include some prisoners from the upper floor with them to speed up the tunnel work. Here, Leon shows those new prisoners the tunnel by removing the block from the wall. Seeing this, those prisoners immediately agree to join them in the work, because they think that if 5 people together can dig a 7-meter-long tunnel, then all of us together will soon complete this tunnel, and also among these new prisoners, there were some who were going to be hanged. Therefore, those people were already looking for a chance to escape from here. Now when Leon understands that all the prisoners are ready for the tunnel, then Leon explains his planning and says that we will work in daily 1-hour shifts. 2 people will do the digging work, 2 people will take the soil up, and 2 people will keep an eye on the guards. The rest will do normal jail work so that no one suspects us. And whichever prisoner comes out after doing 2 hours of digging in the tunnel will immediately have to bathe and wash his clothes as well so that the guards do not see soil marks on his clothes. Now their work starts progressing very fast, and they begin removing 100 kilos of soil in a day. Now here we come to know that Leon chose the prisoners of the upper floor so that they would not have to carry the soil up in bags or buckets, and in this way they could come under the guards' notice. Therefore, in the same cell where they were digging below, they make a hole in the ceiling so that instead of taking the soil up by stairs, it can be directly passed through the hole to the prisoners of the upper cell. In this way, the risk of getting caught also reduces, and the speed of work increases a lot. Whenever any prisoner is digging in the tunnel, they increase the volume of the radio, and outside all the prisoners make it look to the guards as if everything is normal, and whenever they see any danger from the guards, then these people knock on the door of that cell and ring the danger bell, due to which the prisoners working inside the tunnel arrange everything in the cell as before and get back to their respective work. In this way, every prisoner involved in the escape planning works according to the routine, and every evening they gather together and start making further planning so that the guards do not suspect anyone and everything continues in a perfect manner. But in the evening, when they are playing football, then a prisoner named Oscar comes to Raphael and tells him that I know you people are trying to dig a tunnel, so I also want to join your team and support you. Then Raphael takes Oscar to Leon, and Leon also includes Oscar in his team. Here Leon tells his 2 companions German and Raphael that according to the way the work is going, I am fully sure that we will soon complete this tunnel and soon get out of here. But even after getting out, we can be caught because we are not 4 but a total of 40 people. And if after getting out the police see us while running, then the police will chase us with vehicles and catch us. Therefore, to get out from here, we will need a person outside who, as soon as we come out, will keep a bus ready for us. Now here they start thinking about who from outside can help them. Then Leon says, Raphael, your wife Paulina can help us from outside, and we can also trust her. Therefore, you will have to ask your wife for help. Now while staying here, all the prisoners complete 182 days, and today all the prisoners are visited by their family members. Here Raphael's wife has also come. Then Raphael tells his wife Paulina about their entire plan and says we will need your help from outside. Therefore, outside you will have to coordinate with some people and arrange a bus for us. Paulina agrees and leaves from there. Now while digging the tunnel in the jail, these prisoners have spent 205 days, and they have also made the tunnel quite long. But one day, their companion who used to play the guitar, when he is working on digging inside the tunnel, at that time guards come there to check the cell. Seeing this, Raphael and Leon standing outside get very nervous, because for the past many days the cell checking used to happen at night, but today the guards have come in the afternoon to check the cell, as if they have got a doubt that in the jail someone is trying to dig a tunnel. Seeing the guards, Leon runs inside and warns everyone and says that whatever items are scattered here and there, hide them quickly. Hearing this, those who were working leave the tunnel work and get back to their respective tasks. Here, the other companion who had gone into the tunnel with the guitar player also starts coming out, but the guitar player gets stuck inside because he was working at the very end of the tunnel. But somehow he also tries to come out, but he knew that before he could get out, the guards would have reached the tunnel. Now here everyone is scared and they feel that today all of them will be caught. But here Raphael acts wisely and gathers all the prisoners and stands in front of the guards, stopping them from moving forward. Seeing this, the police officer gets angry and the police attack the prisoners. Here the prisoners also confront the police and try to stop them so that their companion who is stuck in the tunnel can come out. Meanwhile we see that their guitar-playing companion has now come out of the tunnel. He quickly fits that cement block into the tunnel, and when he opens the door of the cell and looks, there is no one outside. Actually, for the crime of attacking the guards, all the prisoners had been stripped of their clothes and made to stand outside in the sun. After some time, the jail warden comes there. The warden says keep all of them standing here without clothes until sunset and stop their food for one day. On the other side, Raphael's wife Paulina goes to a church and meets Leon's father. Leon's father was a priest. Here Leon's old friend also comes. Then Raphael's wife Paulina explains Leon's entire plan to Leon's father and his friend and says that to save them we will have to arrange a bus. Then Leon's friend also agrees to help them and says that he will arrange the bus. On the other side, in the jail, Raphael's lawyer comes to meet him. Here the jail warden offers Raphael a cigarette, but Raphael refuses to take it. However, Raphael recognizes the cigarette pack of the warden and understands which brand of cigarette the warden smokes. Now here these people had spent more than a year in this jail, and they had also made the tunnel quite long. After day and night of hard work, now the tunnel was about to be completed. But one day, when one of their companions is working in the tunnel, suddenly he faints because at such depth there is a lack of oxygen. The good thing was that Raphael was behind him, and somehow Raphael pulls that man out. In the evening they have a meeting that now the tunnel has become very long, where due to lack of oxygen inside, there is difficulty in breathing. Therefore, they will have to do something. Here there is a man who works in the jail. He has a machine with which they can attach a fan and send oxygen to the end of the tunnel. Raphael tells that man that if you give us that motor, we will include you with us. That prisoner agrees, and then they attach a fan to that motor and through a plastic pipe successfully send oxygen to the end of the tunnel. And now the people working at the end of the tunnel do not have difficulty in breathing. In this way their work starts again. But now the jail warden starts suspecting the prisoners. Therefore, the jail warden calls a prisoner to him whose name is Bigot. The warden gives Bigot a packet of cigarettes and tells him that something seems wrong in the jail, so you will have to keep an eye on the prisoners to see what they are trying to do, and Bigot agrees. Actually, Bigot still does not know that the prisoners in the jail are trying to dig a tunnel. Now here, while digging the tunnel, these people complete 514 days in this jail, and they have now dug the tunnel up to outside the jail. Now where they have dug the tunnel, there Raphael from below makes a small hole and drops a red-colored liquid upwards so that outside Raphael's wife and Leon's companion can know that the tunnel has been dug up to here. Meanwhile, Bigot suspects Raphael and his companion Leon, but he is not fully sure that they are really digging a tunnel. Therefore, to turn his doubt into certainty, Bigot comes to Raphael and says that if you people are planning to escape from here, then please include me as well. I am tired here. Outside my wife and my daughter are waiting for me. Hearing this, Raphael feels pity for Bigot. Therefore, Raphael is about to tell Bigot about the tunnel when he sees a cigarette packet in Bigot's hand, and it is the same packet that Raphael had seen with the warden a few days ago. Therefore, Raphael understands that Bigot is working with the warden. Understanding all this, Raphael does not tell Bigot anything. On the other side, Leon's old friend outside comes near the jail with his dog on the pretext of running and sees that red-colored liquid. The next day, Leon's father comes to the jail and tells Leon that the red-colored liquid you dropped outside, we have seen it. You people have come outside the boundary of the jail, but still you have not reached the right place. Therefore, you still have to dig 40 feet more tunnel. After this, they again start extending the tunnel further. And now after just a few days of digging, their tunnel was about to be completed. But what was about to happen with them now, they had not thought of it at all. One day, when one of their companions is working on digging in the tunnel, suddenly a very big earthquake occurs, due to which the walls of the jail start shaking. At that time, Leon was outside watching a football match with his friends. As soon as he feels the tremors of the earthquake, he runs quickly towards the tunnel. Here the guards start taking all the prisoners out of the jail so that the jail walls do not fall on them, and Leon somehow manages to take out his companion who was trapped inside the tunnel. Now Leon had saved his companion, but now he was afraid that due to the earthquake, the tunnel might have collapsed from inside. Therefore, Leon again goes inside the tunnel, and after going inside, he sees that the tunnel is completely safe. Seeing this, Leon feels relieved. Now when their tunnel work is about to be completed, Leon goes and meets a prisoner in the jail who is on a wheelchair. Leon tells him that we are going to escape from here soon, so I want you to come with us. But the man sitting in the wheelchair says that you escape from here as soon as possible and do not worry about me. I will not be able to come with you. Now finally that day arrives when they were going to escape from this jail, and as soon as all the prisoners are busy watching TV at night, then all those prisoners who were involved in the escape planning start getting up one by one and leave. Here no one suspects them because everyone's attention is on the romantic film on TV, and all the prisoners who are escaping come to the tunnel cell, and here one by one all the prisoners start going down into the tunnel. Meanwhile, when Bigot is watching TV, then his attention goes towards the back, and he sees that many prisoners have already left from here. Seeing this, he becomes suspicious and starts moving straight towards Raphael's cell. But on the way, the man on the wheelchair stops Bigot. But Bigot pushes this man and makes him fall, after which he goes straight into Raphael's cell, where he sees the tunnel. Along with that, Oscar is also standing there, and Oscar is the last prisoner to leave from here. But now when Bigot comes to know the whole truth, then he goes to call the police. But Oscar catches him. During this, a fight starts between the two, and Bigot injures Oscar badly by hitting his arm with a screwdriver. But despite being badly injured, Oscar does not let Bigot go and beats Bigot unconscious. Now Oscar also tries to go into the tunnel, but due to his arm being badly injured, he is not able to go into the tunnel. On the other side, all the prisoners are slowly moving forward inside the tunnel, and moving ahead, they reach the end of the tunnel, where from outside Leon's old friend opens the upper part of the tunnel and takes out all the prisoners one by holding their hands. After coming out, all the prisoners quickly change their clothes, and then they see a bus coming on the bridge in front. Seeing this, all of them start running towards that bus and all sit in the bus. But Oscar has still not come. Therefore, all the prisoners are waiting for him. Here German says that I feel that maybe Oscar is in trouble. Therefore, I am going to help Oscar. After that, he goes to bring Oscar. On the other side, in the jail, the movie had ended and all the prisoners start going to their respective cells. Then here that wheelchair-bound prisoner comes and tells everyone that there is a tunnel in Raphael's cell from where you can escape. Hearing this, all the prisoners start running towards that side. Seeing this, the guards also become suspicious of them and they call more guards there. After some time, sirens start ringing throughout the jail, the sound of which the prisoners sitting in the bus outside hear, and all the prisoners understand that now it is not right to stay here any longer. Therefore, now they have to leave from here, and just then German also arrives there. He tells everyone that I went near the tunnel, but I did not find Oscar there. After that, the bus starts leaving from there. Meanwhile, we see Oscar in the jail, who due to being injured could not escape from the jail. Now here the news of the prisoners escaping is given to the jail warden. Hearing the news of the prisoners escaping, he becomes very angry. On the other side, all the prisoners were in the bus, where Paulina gives all the prisoners their purses, in which there was some money and their fake IDs, and all the prisoners separate and go on their own paths. And in this way, all the prisoners who had worked day and night for many months become free from the jail. Friends, this was the biggest prison break incident in history, where a total of 50 people escaped from the jail at one time. But one of their companions, Oscar, failed to escape. With this film based on a true story comes to an end.